Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live and the Cheddar George Recovery Day. Morning, Rick.
Good morning.
Oh,
I'm ready to recover.
yeah, I'm ready to recover as well. I might be feeling a little bit better than they were about 30 seconds ago now.
Last week I was able to bounce back pretty quick, but I'm feeling like yesterday's race was just that one extra straw. I don't think the camel's back is broken yet. But what? Did I miss it again?
What have you missed?
I'm just riding around in circles trying to take this turn properly.
Oh, you're at the bottom.
Every time I go to push, it happened again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Right behind me.
Well, if I can maybe making it.
You're going the wrong way now.
All right, there we go. Yeah, it's like go and do the U-turn, and then it would give me the direction to turn, and then I would go to hit it, and it would be gone. So far now, there. Now I'm doing well. Back to climbing. Someone was probably watching that. I hope someone was on the side of the road just watching that entire situation, seeing me turn around about 4 times, then stop, then do it again 2 times, and then finally take the turn.
Oh. Ah.
I hope nobody needs too much sweeping today.
I'd offer to help, but I don't think I've got a sweep in me.
Understandable.
Unless I need to come and sweep you again.
I don't think I'll be getting in. I'm not going to dig myself that deep of a hole. That day I did it kind of on purpose. I felt froggy. And whew, did I jump?
You felt froggy.
I did.
Okay, well, I guess it's a pretty good chance that I'm going to hit level 96 now before.
Another one? I'm
Another
just
one?
collecting feathers right now.
Chance I'm going to hit level 96 before Odiva's here.
I just got 2 feathers in a row. I don't think that's ever happened on this yet.
Alright, could be. It depends. If I get enough 250 XPs, then yeah, I could get 96 before Odiva's. I think getting it on Odiva's is more likely. I'm going to shut the music down here and start it up again because it's doing some funny things. Getting to know all kinds of notifications and pop-ups. And although I shut the LCD down, it's still telling me how the music triggers playing. Stop now. Oh. There's Rick with his Swift swivel hat.
Oh, another feather. Wow. Wowie. Lots of feathers.
More feathers and you'll fly up here.
Was that a recreation of what I did to George Shinkapi?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Came flying up from behind. And I went to move over, and then bam! Retired pro rider on my shoulder. There's a Georgie on my shoulder.
Maybe I get in a minute. Here we go.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that's all I got. This is my lowest gear. Okay.
Hello,
Or
Tris.
highest.
There's probably really mullering your name there, but welcome to the stream.
Could be
What is this world? This is the climb portal. We're on Cheddar Gorge, or as we call it, Cheddar George.
for today.
It's
Recovery George.
yes, Recovery George, Revovery George.
Recovery George.
Climb portals are the quickest way to level up, really. Especially Cheddar George, because it's such a short climb. You can get up in, depending on what difficulty level you choose, you can get up in around 15 minutes. And each arch that you go through, you get either 10 XP, a feather, or 250 XP. And the percentages of chances of each, 60% chance of a 10%, 10 XP rather, 20% chance of a feather, 20% chance of 250 XP. I just got a feather. So I'm going to burn that while I'm on the steeper bit here.
I didn't pay attention.
And this is only a 4.7 kilometer climb, so these arches are equally spaced all the way up, 10 of them. You get 10 chances in 5 kilometers. But you usually get a couple of 250 XP.
Hey, man.
What's the point of leveling up? Because it's there, it's a carrot.
Yes.
I'm trying to get
I
to
do
level
enjoy
100
doing-
before the end of the month. It's going to be a challenge now. I'm not going to get 5 levels in a week, but
I enjoy this climb because I can do recovery pace, and I can also still get climbing in, so then that looks good for my numbers. Yeah, all self-imposed goals. I mean, you do get
yeah,
handy dandy things like this squirrel hat, the Zwift swivel hat.
oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't. Some bricks. Swivel hat. Let's,
Yeah,
there we go. There's.
if I catch up to you.
No. I've found you. We can see you now.
All right.
There's Rick's Swift swivel hat, level 71 for the squirrel hat. There we go. Got 10 XP that time, and I'm still accelerated at the moment, so all of the XP that I pick up is doubled.
I'm guessing I had a pretty good run last time because
Yes, yeah, you can still get the Tron bike. And the climbing on this, of course, would count towards the Tron bike. Nice. And Ben's got his iPad back.
I'm guessing that's what you ride Zwift on. Yeah, some say that the squirrel hat makes you faster. I don't know.
I'm going to leave one letter.
On that yet.
I'm going to leave one letter out of that. I'm going to leave the S out. Makes you fatter.
As in, pretty hot and tempting. Tempting her.
Yeah, we need to see what plan focus are for next month. I hope there's another short one.
Yeah. Oh, I got another feather. Wow. Down to 6 degrees here. This is the last of it. It's going to be warming up after this, I guess, for the rest of February. Maybe March, hopefully. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
You're late.
Yeah. But then again, y'all like to get up a little bit earlier than I do.
I was late up today. Yeah, I'm using a Zwift Play controller.
Mine don't work. My power stops calculating every time I use them.
Interesting.
I haven't tried since the latest update yet, but I haven't got the newest one, the one that's supposed to be coming out soon. Or that should have came out like yesterday or tonight or something like that.
Yeah, that one, it looks like it's supposed to be all focused on connection issues.
Yeah, because I've got a ton now. So maybe after that, the newest one comes, it'll start working for me.
Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah.
We did an update to fix something. Oops, sorry, we made it worse. But there's another update. I swear that'll fix it.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, hopefully.
Oops. Another feather. This is like feather number 5. Yeah. I've only done
There we go. I got 250 XP,
7
man.
sections. Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, well, you grab the feathers, I'll grab the 250s.
Then we'll split them up at the top.
Yeah, I'll share. Yeah, so the Zwift Play controllers certainly help on things like the TeamODZ. They let you find the draft. But they're not enabled in every race. They're not enabled in ZRL.
For the ones they are enabled in, I was talking about it yesterday, they're quite annoying because you got people who are still dumb to the idea of how bike races actually work. And then they'll go off the front with the controllers and then they'll make themselves undraftable. And knowing that you're not going to be able to stay away by yourself. So what is the even point of doing it? I have no idea, but they still do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm about to experience it on the downhill here when Andy cuts all the corners.
Yeah.
I'm left way behind.
I wouldn't do such a
So
thing.
it's like I did a race yesterday. You go off the front, and the guy off the front is wobbling around, so you two can't work together, and then you get brought back. So it's like, if you're gonna play that game, you might as well just dangle off the front by yourself, and then you're just wasting your energy. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's a bad tactical move, I feel.
But it's awful. It's
like, what's your
so
plan?
dumb.
Kill yourself before the finish?
Yeah. And he lost the race by far. Like, he got fifth, and it was only 7 or 8, 9. So I think it was only 7 though, but it was no more than 9 for sure. And then he ended up getting fifth, had a higher power than everybody who beat him, because he obviously wasted all of his energy doing that dumbness.
I mean, that seems a little worse than what the pros do, but sometimes when you see it on those pro tour races, it'll be like 2 guys making a great breakaway, but then, or 3 guys or whatever, they're breaking away, and then you're like, oh, they could do it. And then all of a sudden they start playing that who's going to jump first game. And then, then all of a sudden the peloton catches them.
Yeah.
And then the sprint is good.
And it only takes a second, but
We used them to our advantage in the TTT weeks ago now. We were catching up on a team, and once we caught them, we all just moved out into an undraftable area, so they didn't get a draft off us as we passed through them. So, it made passing the team a lot easier. We caught them up. By word of the rules, they should ease and let us through, but rather than us get mixed up and cause turbulence and break us apart, we just moved out of the way. Yeah.
Did you look at next week's ZRL course?
I'm only doing one next week.
That's it?
I am not riding with you guys next week.
I'll tune in and root for you. Okay.
I wouldn't.
That doesn't make up for it.
I wouldn't really give you guys any benefit other than, giving you one extra slot of rest. So, and I'd just burn myself out for the one in the evening. I wouldn't finish. I know how demanding that event is when everyone's at the same level.
Oh yeah. This one's going to be an interesting one because it's what is it? I can't even remember what it's called. The out and back again, I think one. Yeah, out and back.
Yeah.
And it's so you end up, it has the volcano in it, which that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Considering how the last one went without any hills.
Yeah.
We'll see how, or no big ones. We'll see how one big climb does. Either way, it'll be a fun long race.
Well, I think I'm going to have time for one more up.
Yeah, so this kicker dropped the RPM.
Yeah, so I use power tap pedals to measure my power, and I've never had a dropout off them.
Yeah, the only time I used to have an issue with my kicker where it was every Sunday on the ODZ endurance builder ride, I would start losing connection to from my trainer to Zwift, and it would never happen all week. It would just happen during that ride, which would always lead to me trying to catch the group again. And then sometimes it would cut out while I was trying to catch.
I've
But
had that.
then it went away
Frustrating.
eventually. It happened for maybe a few months, and then all of a sudden it just stops. Now it's been great. But then I had the next issue I had with my kicker when I saw RPM and power no longer register properly. Then it was time to replace it with something electronic, which they did replace it for half price. Hopefully it's not that.
So even on events where the steering isn't enabled, the Zwift play controls are still pretty helpful because you can use them to give ride-ons, you can use them to activate power-ups.
Which that was the funny thing, was that, I mean, when I was riding that one, typically nobody was up in my house ever at that time, so it was nothing from my house. But then I was like, maybe my neighbor does something religiously every morning at this time on Sundays only. Heats up a burrito or something, I don't know. Defrosts some bacon in the microwave.
Yeah, so I'm steering all the corners right now so that I hit the apex of the turns. I'll come at the end of this turn right here, and I'll head over to the right. Do it slowly.
When I did have the RPM drop out, it was, I mean, I could tell pretty quickly. Like, I was having a couple little issues where all of a sudden it was like, why is it not doing my power properly? And but it was only for a split second. And then one day I went to turn it on, and it just, everything looked like it was good to go. But then when I'd pedal, there was just no registering. I hate that moment though, because then you're like, my life is now over. What do I do now? I had plans to ride every single day this week, and now I know, even if I can get a kicker in the mail right now, I'm still at least a week out. That was horrible. Hey, Owen.
Owen! How's the legs, buddy? I've got to say, I'm pleased with last night, considering I was only 30 seconds slower last night than I was yesterday morning.
Still amazing to me though about how the team
I'm feeling it as well.
I registered higher on power, all that stuff, but when I the next day I really didn't feel it at all. And now these last two races, the next day I can kind of feel it, especially this one. But my normalized power was higher. Wow. You beat me by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So.
Time to build your own rollers when your brand new trainer arrives and it's got to go bad. Rollers are the answer to everything, if you ask me. Aren't they, Rick?
Yes, if you ask Andy. Yeah, I've noticed that they're very good with if you have immediate issues. With mine, my kicker was already 3 years old, so it took a little bit to get them on my page. At first, they were just telling me, they were asking me same things I'd already tried out to try, went through that and all that stuff. And then They were like, well, it's out of warranty. We can go ahead and replace it for you for full price. It's like, oh, thanks. I'm gonna need something a little better than that. And then
Absolutely, rollers will
eventually
bring
I
world
thought-
peace.
Then eventually they said that they would. It was, I think it was a little less than half price, which I thought was reasonable since I had it for 3 years.
Coffee stops will as well. I'm glued onto a guy doing 4 watts a kilo at the moment. Riding up on a TT bike, like you do. Oh, I just got stuck on somebody else. Oh well. Still getting a rest. And it'll let Rick catch me up. Someone doing 1 watt a kilo.
And I did get it was a refurbished kicker, but this one's actually better than the one I originally had. The one I originally had a slight wobble in the cassette, and never did anything about it because I didn't want to send it back. Because then it's days I can't ride on it. But this one's nice and straight. It even has a different kind of a sound to it. Just feels more solid.
Yes, Rick. No, I built these rollers in 2017. Been riding them since.
$250.
I don't know anyone using Direct Connect. That's not to say that I don't have people, friends that I ride with that aren't using it.
Yeah. I didn't want to pay for the dongle. I think dongles should be free or no more than $10. There should be a dongle law restricting the gouging of dongle prices. Like I get a play controller on free the dongles exactly on. I get $100 for a play controller because you can use it and it significantly changes your quality of life. But dongles, how do those change your quality of life? Other than if you're having connection issues, they don't. They're just a just in case. When you get to the States, we should probably stop in Bangor so that we could take a trip down to New York and we can march outside of the Zwift office with dongle signs.
The Zwift office is in California, isn't it?
I thought they had an office in New York too. I mean, yeah, they do have one in California, but I mean that's really far. How are we gonna bike that far?
Ride with Hoppo.
All summer. Just to get this whip and tell them what you think. Although I'm pretty sure they've seen these videos. I don't know, maybe not, but I'm sure word gets back.
Does Kathy still work for Zwift? Where we at?
I don't know.
She didn't have the Z last week.
No, I know. I wanted to send her a private message when I heard about the changes, and ask her if she was okay. Well, I think it's a bit late now.
Yeah, that would actually be perfect if we could get an employee that was laid off to also join us in this free the dongle movement. She knows the ins and outs.
But Rick,
Yeah,
Zwift don't make the kicker.
that's true.
So there's a flaw in your plan.
Yeah, that ruins everything, doesn't it? I should have had Grace when she was in Atlanta go to Wahoo.
What's happening at Zwift? Well, they've just laid off a number of employees.
Real tense in that place.
Wow, way to really just suck all the air out of my sails, Andy.
I could have let you carry on and then told you after we'd shut the stream down. And then you'd have been like, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. I biked all the way down here. And this isn't even where the dongles are incarcerated.
And I thought we were friends.
They came out and they told me we're not in charge of the dongles. And I had to tell 100 people that went with me, this is not where the dongles are. Change of plans. Onward to Atlanta. I think that's where Wahoo's based out of. I know it's somewhere in Georgia.
Yeah, I think you should research it before you make that decision.
Nah, just go up there, bang on every door until you find the right one. That's always the best choice. Man.
That's good. You should write to Apple and complain about a Windows 11 performance while I'm at it.
Yeah, you could. Well, if you went to California, then you could do two birds, one stone. You know, Zwift HQ and Apple. I mean, granted, Zwift HQ is a little bit further down the coast than Apple's, but
probably shouldn't talk about stones and Apple. They say never throw stones in a glass house.
That's
good. As
good.
far as I know, that whole thing is glass.
it was Gozwift. Still pops up occasionally. I haven't seen him in a while though. Never did find out who it was behind it. Or I didn't anyway.
Hair flip.
Yeah,
I know one of us did, because he sent him a message. And they were sworn to secrecy. I might even have found out and I've forgotten, because you know me, I've got a memory of a goldfish. So there you go, Gozwift. Your secret is safe with me.
I have the memory of forgetful elephant. I'll retain information, but then later on have no idea what that information was used for, what it was relating to. So then I have to ask someone that was there with me at the time. Be like, so why do I remember this? It helps sharpen the detective skills. Like, in a couple weeks' time, I'm gonna probably ask you, so why am I not supposed to throw stones in a glass house? Why was I even taking stones to Apple? I don't understand.
Ooh, another 250 XP. One more like that, and I'm going to be really close to level 96. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 arches to go through.
You're definitely getting XP from something. I haven't seen the 250, but I have definitely gained a bit of buff. Still 6 degrees.
That's separation.
Yeah, of me being separated from people outside. That's for sure. It is a nice 6 degrees though, because it feels like 6 degrees. Today though, mid-30s. Oh yeah.
Remind us if you pancake Joe Cohen. I know I commented on it, but yeah, you've got to believe it. That was my reply, wasn't it?
Ooh, I want a crepe. Now you've started something. I don't even know if there's a good place to get a crepe around here. This is in a crepe desert. There must be some place. Thing is, the one that will always be on my memory, in my memory, was the one from the Nutella Cafe in Chicago. That was the best crepe I've ever had. And the most expensive crepe I've ever bought.
Yes, he was paused when I would walk past that.
It was one of those places where my daughter dragged me there. I was like, oh, it's going to be expensive. Oh, what are those? Just a bunch of Nutella.
Well, I was trying to come up with something with flip in it, but batter was better. It really was better in that sentence.
Oh yes, that was the wrong accent, wasn't it?
You nearly made me laugh enough to fall off my rollers then, Owen. I had to grab hold of something. No, feather. Wrong one. Come on. One more chance.
Do you ever just,
What was that?
do you ever just throw down your kickstand if you think you're falling over?
No.
No, okay.
Don't have one.
You don't have a kickstand on your Madone?
No.
That's why I like the Amandas better.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that coveted kickstand.
Yeah, I think you did, Owen.
I wasn't concerned about stripping up the finish. I would totally put a kickstand on my bike just for like a funny moment. See how many comments I would get about it. It would have to be an aero kickstand though. Lightweight.
I'm near as quick as I can and see if I can catch Rick up now. 100%. Oh, I got a 250 at the top of there. I am. You can't even see any grey at the end of my my graph now. I'm going to hit level 96 as soon as I get another kilometre here. You must be a pixel away from it.
To catch me this time.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Not 50 seconds.
So we have 15 minutes left. I'm wondering, might be able to make one more trip up. Nah, no, never mind. I'm just gonna get the mileage, finish off my mileage. It's the best move.
I'm just going to get to the bottom and probably good. Is what, 20 kilometers? No, there we go. Unlocks the S-Works Evade helmet. Yay. Something else I'll never use.
Andy, do you have the capability to unmute Milt
Do I have a capability to unmute Milt?
on the Discord?
Yeah. So right now I just need to disable voice activation and use PTT.
Okay.
I do have the ability to enable voice activation and see what his audio's like.
Okay, give me 1 second.
There we go. He's got voice and video. Okay, I might catch you up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, they're coming at me real fast now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Was any technical difficulties there? Operator error.
Hey, Rick. 50-second deficit at the top.
Call me if it didn't want.
I think it was in poor taste that the that TeamODZ ride was put on in Neokyo after yesterday's race.
Could be worse. It could be on Chasing the Sun.
Yeah. I might have to say something if that was the case. I'd be like, Pat, this is unreasonable and uncalled for.
Yeah, see, if I'd looked at it last night, I could have changed it. All right, I'm going to 21, I guess. And then stopping
Now.
in the middle of the road. What are you going to do that for, Owen?
I mean, really, she should save the old ones for like practicing every day. I mean, not the ones that are falling apart, but and then you should save those ones.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
And then I did it right after I asked you to help Milt, so that is definitely my fault. I didn't time to call. I didn't know I was gonna get a call right at the time.
All right, everyone on the stream, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to pull the stream down, go and get us ready for our divas. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes' time. We'll see you shortly. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.
Bye.